and welcome to my YouTube channel, Julia McNeil Crafts. So today we are doing take 5, random bunch of equipment, I know, but hopefully it will all make sense. So the prompts are 1, add an animal or insect, and I was just cleaning up my desk and this was on my desk from my bit box, so that'll do for that. Texture, shiny and sparkle, not quite sure how I'm going to add that yet. Use a brush not intended for art, and a splatter. So that is what we're doing. Because I saw this on my desk and wanted to use it, I wanted a fairly small journal, so I've actually pulled out a journal that I bought years ago and have not really used. I think I've done one page, so that was one page, and that was actually me using the packaging that the journal came in and some Elena Zinsky art stuff. And then up until then, all I've done is sort of used it for mop-ups and not done anything in it at all, which, well, let's rectify that today. So I'm going to keep it really simple. I think I'm thinking I'm just going to pop him down there like that, and that'll pretty much be it. Partly because I'm filming last minute, as always, and partly because, well, that was most to do with I ruined my microphone. What I want to try and do, that's not really working, is, because I don't have a huge amount of time to film this because it's due up in just over an hour, and as I said, it was more that what happened was my microphone broke, so I've got a new amplifier and everything, so hopefully it'll be okay. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna, that's not worked as effectively as I wanted, but hey ho, I'm just going to brush this down. It has created a bit of texture, and put that across. Obviously I have to clean this brush. Actually, I don't really use combs very often, that's why I opted for a comb and not a, maybe if I just, the thing is I want it in little stripes, I don't want it in clumps, but maybe if I do it, yeah, that's working a bit better. It's more what I had in my head, so I'll maybe just pop another tiny little bit. And because this is quite thin, I should be able to blast that with my heat gun and we'll be all good. It's, which is fabulous. And just do a sort of little, so yeah, a little bit of very subtle texture added there. So that's me used 2 of my prompts. So even when you're using these prompts, and there's like 5 prompts there, you can still make a really quick and easy page. Let me just grab my heat gun and we'll just dry that off. And as I said, I don't plan on doing a huge amount. But I also think it's good. Being creative is such an important part to life. Years before being creative was my job, I used to be a therapist. And one of the things that we always encourage people to try and put in their day, every single day, was an element of being creative. We're all designed to be creative. It's just inherently human. You look at children are naturally creative, whether it be through building things with their Legos, inventing songs, stories, drawing, like telling jokes, or making up their own jokes. They're just naturally creative, and then somehow in adulthood we can sadly lose that. Thankfully in our creative community we don't tend to. I've got these scraps on my desk because I was doing the snippet roll for Dawn and Julia Create, so as soon as they're on my desk I'm actually just going to use them. I think I'm just going to pop a little bit there, and I think I'm going to grab one of these music scores and put it under here. But one of the biggest obstacles that a lot of people face when it comes to being creative is feeling that they need lots of time. And I think sometimes limiting ourselves to having to do something quickly, although there's not a time restriction on this page at all, because I'm filming late, I'm sort of naturally giving myself a time restriction. We end up, it just shows that actually we can be creative with not a huge amount of time, and just even like 5 minutes in a day of just taking a bit of time to breathe and be creative is really, really, really good for our overall health and well-being. That might sound a bit dramatic, but as I said, that used to be my job, and that is absolutely what we encourage people to do, was to find a moment in their day to be creative. Right, so let's pop that there, and then I'm just going to pop that up there. Let's give that a little, you know, border. It is me, I need to black border it. Right, so what are the other things we need? Sparkle, so I just need to add a bit of sparkle, which I think we can do. Do you know what, I'm wondering if I've got any sparkly washi tape. And then that and splatters, and I think we're done. Oh, that's so cute! Right, I just grab my washies. So I've got this washi here, which has a little bit of gold in it, which I'm going to call a sparkle. I've got a little bit of a sparkle pen, so I might sort of like add a bit of subtle sparkle to the what you call it, flower that the little character's holding. But I think just having a little bit of gold is definitely sparkle. There. I'm hoping that we're going to hide quite a bit of that because it's hidden all of the heart one. Put a bit more of that on. Right. There we go. So I've got sparkle, but it's still quite subtle. Yeah, that works. Oops. Still think I've hid most of that gold, haven't I? I'm not doing the best job of this. Hey ho. Right, I need it about there. There we go, that'll do. I've got a tiny bit just peeking there, and then I've got the gold bits just there. That suits me absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Now, pop that there. Like so. And then I might just get a little bit of watercolour. Just to shadow that slightly. Of course, I've no water anywhere near me. Here's my spray here. Right, I think I'm going to go with one of these yellows. Oh, and I've got some gold here as well, so we can add some gold splatter and that'll help the sparkle. So we're going to tie that together. I'm just going to activate some of these yellows. Just there. These are my Kuretake Gansei Tambis. I love these paints. I've had them forever. They are a watercolour. Definitely a watercolour, not a gouache, but they seem to have a really amazing opacity, which is fabulous. Right, so I'm just gonna come in and I just want to kind of emphasize, just add a bit of extra colour around this bit here. That might have been a bit brighter than I was intending. That's okay, it's a watercolour. I'm going to actually, let's add in a little bit of pink just to soften that. Of course I've no water anywhere near me because I hadn't intended to get my watercolours out, so I'm just rolling with it. Just going to put some water on a paint palette, not paint palette, an acrylic block. Right, I'm just going to knock, that's better. Knock that back a little bit. So I wanted it to tone in with the background that we've got already, but I just wanted there to be a bit of emphasis of colour round about our feature area. That's all. Oops. Just to highlight that a little bit. Losing the ability to talk. Some may think that's a good thing. Right, here we go. Just don't know if I'm glad I did that or not. That's kind of knocked back my my paper and my music notes, but it is what it is. That's fine. Right, and then let's get some of that gold for the splatters. So this is the paper that I've got on my desk, so I'm just going to use that to protect it. it'll go on some other make. So we're all good. I'm going to grab my gold, the Kuretake Gansei Tambi. Let's just splatter that a little bit. So that's the splatter prompts, and then that's us done all the prompts. So really quick and easy page. Let me just lift that. I'll just blast that with a heat gun, because what I do want to do is just add a little bit of a doodly border, and then I would say that is me all good. And I'm really impressed with how easy and quick that was to put together. I thoroughly enjoyed doing a little quick page, and I'm not sure exactly how long it was. I'll find that out when I'm editing, but it was pretty quick, wasn't it? In hindsight, I probably should have done the doodly border and then the splatter, but because the paint was on my desk, I sort of went with it. Just give it a quick waft. And now that I've started being in this journal, it's like, oh, that's quite a nice it's quite a nice size actually. You might find me playing in it more often. Who knows? Right. There we go. Love, love, love. Okay. It's gonna need to, once the book's closed, this is not my normal pen. It's just the one that was on my desk, so it's not going over the texture paste quite as easy as my beloved Jane Davenport one, but it's alright, it'll be alright. Just wondering if I need a sentiment. Actually, I quite like it as is. Let's not overcomplicate it. I've actually been doing quite a lot of pages in my Pink Pig journal, which is a similar sort of shape and size to this. It's more A5. This isn't quite A5, it's sort of slightly longer and thinner, but yeah, I'm quite liking this as a difference, which is good. There we go. And I'm just going to also do it around here and do my little stitching. I don't know why I like that. I don't know, I just always feel like the picture belongs if it's sort of stitched in. I don't know why, but I like it, so I don't really need to overthink it, do I? I like it, so I'll do it. Okay, so there we go. That didn't take long at all. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm just going to push that to the side rather than stop the camera and zoom in again. There you go. It's fairly clean as to what you can see. I can see devastation. Anyway, there is my page. I hope you've enjoyed making that with me. And please do play along. That is our most favourite thing about this challenge, is that you guys get to play along. If you use the hashtag Take5Art, it means we can come and find you and share the love. If you do a video, let us know, because Carrie will put you on the playlist. Inspiration from all the other lovely ladies will be down below, so please do check the description box. If you have enjoyed it here, please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will be back with you very, very soon. Okay, take care then, and goodbye.